Okay. So you called me yesterday,
Yeah,
and no, I called you
you called me.
because you said, "Are you free?" I was wanting to wait and do a Zoom call so I could get our reactions, but obviously we couldn't wait.
Right,
We couldn't
right.
wait. I'm so excited. And so tell me everything.
Well, I remember I went into the test Friday the 3rd, and I was so nervous and I was anxious. And then I was like, you know what? I just need to be positive and give it the best I got. So I calmed down because I know a nervous test taker ain't gonna be able to do their best. So I relaxed and just gave the best I got. So whenever I went in to take the test, I just did the best I can. Some of it was like, oh my gosh, I don't know this answer. But like I said, like I dissected it enough where, okay, well, here's 50-50, more of an option to get it right. So, and I just got done with the test. I didn't know if I passed. I'm not gonna lie, I was scared. And then I went out and it said pass.
That is so exciting. I think both of us
It was
both
very
yelled on the
exciting.
phone when you told me.
Yes.
I know
It
I
It was definitely a journey, very stressful. Third time taking it. I really told myself after this I wasn't gonna take it no more, but I probably would have. But I'm so glad it's over with, and I'm thankful for your videos. They
am.
helped me out a lot. Your tutoring sessions honestly helped me out a lot. The two previous times I took my test, when I wasn't using you and utilizing your sessions, I didn't do so good. I didn't understand it. I was memorizing it, but I wasn't understanding what they was asking me. My best advice for anybody is just utilize you. I mean, honestly, you helped me out tremendously and I appreciate it.
I appreciate that seriously because that's why I do this is I know that there's a lot of students out there who need help. And so I have really enjoyed doing tutoring sessions with you. I was always very excited to get online with you because you have such a positive energy. And you were throughout the entire time we did tutoring sessions. I'm not too sure how many we did. I know we did quite a bit, but
Yes.
about it all, every single one, I can remember you just always being positive. And it wasn't until the very, very end that I really stressed you out. And I felt so bad because I knew that you were stressed out before you were going to go take that test. And I was like, oh man, like I really, because I was just throwing so much at you. And so I stressed you out so much that I think I made you shed a few tears. And I felt so bad. But you got in there and you did what you had to do and you passed it. And I can't tell you how excited that makes me feel. I was telling my mom, I was telling my little brother, and I was telling everybody that I'm in close contact with that my student she passed her MBLEx
Yes.
because I was so excited for you.
And your advice when you was like, don't study before the test, don't study the day before. I think that's the best advice you can give your students and keep giving it to them because I feel like the last two times compared to this time, I was studied the night before. I'll be all stressed and I'll wake up to study right before the test. I will study, and it's just like by the time I actually went to take the test, I was drained. I it was just I was tired. I did all the studying. I didn't want to just it was just overrated. So I just feel like people should honestly relax before they take the test. Don't study the day before. I think that's really good advice.
I'm so happy for you, Lyric. So tell me what's next.
I don't know. I don't know what's next. I'm trusting God. That's
Good,
the only
good.
thing I really can do right now is trust God. I know I like sports therapy and I like prenatal. So maybe one of the two. I know that's a weird combination together, but maybe one of the two. But I don't know. Wherever God takes me, He made me pass, so there's a reason why I'm a massage therapist. So I don't know what I'm going to do after this.
So real quick, what did you find the most helpful out of all of, so I know you were a
All of it.
Patreon, I know you did tutoring with me. Like what did you
Yeah.
find was the most helpful so that other students know that that is available to them who are probably in a similar situation? So how many times did you take the MBLEx and fail it? And then what was this your second, third, or fourth time taking the MBLEx? So if you can share that with students who may be in the same situation.
This will be my third time. I took it two times before. So altogether, this was my third attempt and I passed on my third. So third's a charm.
There you go. There you go. And then when did you go to school and graduate?
I graduated July 29th of 2022.
Okay, so not too long ago, actually.
Nope.
So you took it twice, failed the second time, and then this is another question that I'm curious. How did you find me?
Honestly, I prayer. I I prayed and I'm gonna paraphrase this because I don't want to lie what I said to God. So I'm paraphrasing it because I
Okay.
don't remember exactly what I said. But I just said, God, I need help. I need you to do something. I can't do this by myself. Obviously, everything I'm doing is not working. So please, please help me. And so I was on YouTube, just scrolling on YouTube, how to pass MBLEx, and you popped up. And then there's other tutors on YouTube that I could have got, but I liked your style. I felt like I could understand you better than the other tutors. So I went with you and it worked.
It worked.
It
I
worked.
appreciate that. I seriously do. I'm like I said, Lyric. It has been a pleasure doing tutoring with you. I really enjoyed your
Oh,
positivity, and
yeah.
I'll be honest. I was a little scared, like when you went into the MBLEX, because there's always that what if. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you got me too when I called you.
Yeah.
Can you tell everybody what you said?
um I think I told you that I didn't get it this time, but next time I think we'll be able to get it because I passed or something on those lines.
So you got me feeling. I was like, oh no, like, and
Yeah.
I think I said, oh shit.
Yeah. You said, "Oh shit," and
Oh,
your
no.
whole face was just like, "Okay, like, what are we gonna do now?" Like, you was like going to analyze the whole, like, what are we gonna do now to get you past? Like, you was not done. You was just like, "Okay, plan B. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?" And I love that about you. You wasn't like, "Oh my gosh," like you was just like, "Okay, plan B,"
And then you got me. You're like,
and I got you because I'm like,
you're like, I'm gonna keep
"I
going
passed."
forward because I passed, and I just started screaming
Yeah, we both
out of
screamed.
excitement. And it's so sad because I know like this is what probably likely one of our last Zoom calls, but that's also
Hmm.
good because you're fixing this. You're gonna go to a whole new journey, and I'm gonna get to follow that journey. Which
Yeah.
I started following you back on TikTok when I
Hmm.
started TikToks, and I'm like, man, you got a good following on there. So you need to post a lot of your massage content on there, and hopefully just blow up on there.
Hopefully. One thing I want to throw in, if you are take the MBLEx and it's your third, fourth, I don't care if it's your fifth time, just keep going. Don't stop. I know it's the worst feeling in the world when you fail and you don't feel like you're ever going to pass, but just keep going. Like no matter what, just keep going. That's the best advice I give anybody. No hard, like no matter what, how hard it may seem, but just
That test is hard.
it's very hard. It's very hard.
Difficult test. When
Yes.
I took it back in 2017. No, I took it at the beginning of 2018. When I took it and I was taking that exam, I was literally in the test and I'm thinking to myself,
Mhm.
there's no way I passed this exam because
Yeah.
the questions are so difficult. And that's because I came from a background in kinesiology. I majored in kinesiology. And so I had that really good foundation. But the way that the MBLEX sets those questions up is you have to understand the
Right.
literal meaning of a term
Yes.
to be able to understand. It is a tough exam. And
It
so
is.
that's my goal. And that's what I do is I spend so much time trying to figure out how the MBLEX is going to ask you questions, what the MBLEX wants you to know. And so that's what I do is when in the tutoring sessions is I help students figure that out to the best of my ability. And so I
Well, you
hope
do
that
a good job.
I'm so happy that you passed the MBLEX and you're going to the next thing in life.
I appreciate it. I can't thank you enough, Eric. And I'm still in shock myself, honestly. It hasn't settled or processed, but I'm very, 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 very thankful.
I
And I
appreciate
felt like, huh?
I said I appreciate that.
no problem. And I said, maybe the reason why it took me 3 times is maybe to help somebody else that
Yeah,
wanted to give up, for me to tell somebody my testimony. I don't know, but I'm not upset that it happened now, because like I have a better understanding. So
I like
yeah.
that. And there are, and I have a lot of comments on YouTube where they've already taken it 4 or 5 times. And I'll say, hey, reach out to me. And sometimes maybe I think they're nervous or unsure of whether I can help them, but I really can. I know that I can help them. I know if
Yeah.
somebody needs help, they could even reach out to you and you would help them. And I would love
Yes.
that. I just
No.
want to help. And here's the thing is like the United States is so huge, right? I can't help every single person. If I did, I would be stressed out. And so if other people need help, they can reach out to you. I think, right? That's something
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
that's my insight is always I'm trying to have an abundant mentality. Like I can help a lot of people, but I also know that it's okay to reach out to other people. And if they need help, you passed it, you know what to expect, you know how to study. You can even
Yes.
recommend my YouTube channel or whatever else, and to help
Yeah,
students who need help pass.
absolutely.
And so I appreciate your hard work, Lyric. I seriously, seriously do. And I'm
Thank
so
you.
sad. I mean, there's a part of me that's sad because I know that we're fixing to go like this and take different journeys. But I know that I'm going to keep up with you. I'm going to watch you on TikTok.
Okay.
I have your number, so I'll shoot you a text here and there, and keep me posted. Let me know what you're doing because I'd love to follow and see what you're doing going forward.
Yes,
And
I'm ready for this new journey.
it'll feel like a little piece of special place in my heart to know that I was able to help you on
Yeah.
your journey.
You're never gonna forget that date, 333. So,
That was really interesting. I like that. That was
and it was my third try too. So maybe just all
yeah,
three,
you
three,
did it.
three,
You took it March 3rd and then 23rd or
and the
2020
third time.
and the third time. I like that. So is there anything else before we get off here that you would want to share with anybody who maybe needs help on passing the MBLEx? Anything you can think of.
Go to Eric.
Go to
Go to you.
So real quick,
Well, no.
if you let them, what can students expect on the Patreon page? What did you find?
More detail, more in depth about subjects that you need to know. What's actually on the MBLEx. Can't tell you exactly what's on there, but a lot of the stuff on your Patreon page was familiar and right on what was on the MBLEx.
Yeah. And so like a lot of the things popped up in the answer choices and you were able to know, oh, that's that. And so
Just the subjects that you talk about is something that they discuss on the MBLEx, but that's why you need to get the MBLEx checkbook.
yeah, that was another helpful is the MBLEx study guide, and you took the MBLEx check too.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
about halfway between our tutoring sessions, the MBLEx check, it gave us an idea of what subjects you needed to work harder on. And I think it was it pathology and what was the other one? Assessment?
No. Wasn't it Ken's? Wasn't it?
Was it kinesiology?
Yeah. Yep.
And so
And then it was pathology too. So those 2 subjects.
so pathology and kinesiology, and then we just went for the rest of the tutoring on those 2 subjects, and it works. It works because you passed.
It worked. It worked. Yes.
And so I'm so excited for you, Lyric. I'm gonna keep up with you, and I won't keep you too long. I know you got a busy day ahead of you and weekend, so I really, really appreciate you, and thank you so much for working so hard.
I appreciate
If
it.
you need anything, you got my number. Shoot me a text, and I can help you to the best of my ability.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, you have a wonderful weekend and a week ahead, and I'll see you soon. You take care.
All right. You too. Thank you.
Bye.
All right. Bye.